Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ikea. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today's video is all about summer. I feel like summer is already here, even though technically it isn't summer yet. It is quickly approaching. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite fragrances that I think will work well in the summertime. I actually did a poll on Instagram and I asked my followers on Instagram what video they wanted to see from me next, and an overwhelmingly amount of people said they wanted to see fragrances for the summer. So that's what I'm going to do for y'all today. I'm going to share about 10 to 15 different fragrances that I absolutely love for the summer. Now, you may see an overlap between some of my spring recommendations, but that's just because honestly, I'm going to be wearing the same spring ones in the summertime as well. I actually do have a video up where I share my favorite spring videos, so I'll be sure to link that one just in case y'all want to check that out. I try not to be too redundant. There's a few overlaps, but not a ton, because otherwise you could just watch the spring video. So I tried to share some newer fragrances and ones that I didn't mention in the springtime, but they still work just as well right now and in the summer. So I'm just going to stop rambling and let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, as always, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and be sure to turn on your notification bell so you don't miss out on a single video. Also, you can like this video or give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. That really helps me out to determine which type of videos you all love. Now we're really going to get into the fun stuff. So the first fragrance that I want to share with you all is from Marc Jacobs, and this is Daisy Love. This is such a good fragrance. I really like this one because it's kind of soft, but it's not over the top. It's fruity and kind of musky. So there's daisy in here, there's cashmere, musk, as well as driftwood. And it's just such a good fragrance. If you like sweet fragrances, but you don't want anything that's like overwhelmingly sweet, I definitely think that this one is a good one for the summer. Honestly though, this fragrance is perfect really any time of the year, or you can even wear this throughout the day. This is an EDT, so it's not as potent and it doesn't last as long as like typically your EDPs and your parfums last, but it's still a really good fragrance, and I'll definitely be reaching for this one in the summer. So next we have Intense Cafe from Montal, and y'all, I love this fragrance so much. I feel like it's really underrated in the niche fragrance community. Not too many people talk about this fragrance, but it is really, really good. So at the top notes, there's rose, and in the dry down, there's coffee. There's also vanilla, musk, and amber in this fragrance, and y'all, it is a gourmand lover's dream. If you like warm florals, I definitely think that you would enjoy this fragrance. Now, this one is warm, but it's not so warm that like you only could wear it at nighttime. This is a fragrance that you can wear any time of day, and honestly really any season. But that rose is so good and so creamy, and the coffee note in here is just delicious. So if you want a fragrance that's kind of unique, that stands out a little bit, but it's still very feminine and not over the top, not overwhelming, I definitely recommend Intense Cafe from Montal. And on another Montal fragrance that I absolutely love and will be drenching myself in this summer, this is Sweet Vanilla from Montal, and it is so good. This is more of like sweet and fruity kind of vanilla, and not necessarily a cakey kind of vanilla. So this has apricot and vanilla in it, and honestly, I don't think there are any other notes in here. It's very simple, but it's really, really good. If you like that sweetness, but a little bit of warmth, then I definitely recommend this one. Now, I will say that this fragrance is beast mode. It projects like crazy, and the longevity on this one is pretty good. It lasts about 10 hours on my skin, which I think is really nice, but just don't overspray it because it can get a little too heavy at times and possibly give you a headache. But as long as you don't overspray it, I think you'll be fine. It's such a good fragrance, and if you're into vanilla scents but you still like something that's a little fruity, definitely check out Sweet Vanilla from Montal. So this next fragrance is from Dolce & Gabbana, and this is called L'Imperatrice, I believe. I don't know if I'm butchering that, but this is 3 L'Imperatrice. I know they have a few other versions of this one. I believe this is the original, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'll just tell y'all, I used to be obsessed with this fragrance, okay? I've had this for a very, very long time, and you can see there's quite a bit of a dent in this. I used to wear this like crazy, and then all of a sudden I stopped wearing it for a few years, and as of recently, like as of a few weeks ago, I picked it back up again, and I just fell in love. So this fragrance, ooh, it is so fruity. If you like fruity fragrances that are like fun and playful, I definitely recommend this one. So this fragrance has rhubarb in there. There's pink pepper, watermelon, which makes it so juicy and also still fresh. There's jasmine in here. There's a little bit of patchouli and a few woody notes as well. This is such a good fragrance. Now, I would say if you're one of those people who doesn't like a ton of fruity notes, or you don't want a fragrance that's like super, super sweet and fruity, try layering this one. That's kind of what I had to do when I kind of started using it again. I started layering it with a vanilla fragrance to kind of warm it up a little bit, and it's so good. So yeah, this one I'll definitely be wearing in the summer, and this screams summer, actually. It definitely screams summer. So this next fragrance that I want to share with you all is from Valentino, and this is called Voce Viva. Y'all, I love this fragrance so much. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite Valentino fragrances. It just smells so good. So there's orange blossom in here, there's bergamot, there's jasmine, vanilla, musk, and a little bit of sandalwood as well. And this fragrance is just so good, okay? It's very light, it's very airy, it's still got the floralness to it, but it's still a little citrusy. But y'all, it smells phenomenal. This one I feel like is a little underrated. A lot of people talk about Valentino's Donna Born in Roma, which is such a good fragrance. I rave about that one as well, but this one is a little underrated. If you want a fragrance that's still kind of got the same heart as Donna Born in Roma, but it's a tad bit different, then I would definitely check this one out. I absolutely love this one. All right, y'all, so this next fragrance, I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking about it because I feel like I talk about this in every video, but this is Bal d'Afrique from Byredo. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. Honestly, you can wear it any time of year, but I'll probably be wearing it during the daytime in the summer. So this fragrance has a little bit of lemon. There's bergamot in here. There's also vanilla and musk and vetiver. Ooh, this fragrance is so crisp and clean and very fresh. It's still a little sweet, but it's also just so crisp and clean. You can get away with wearing this really anytime. I'll probably say that it will stand out in the daytime in the summer. I probably wouldn't wear this at night, but it is just so good. So if you like something that's fresh, a little aquatic, got a few citrus notes in there, definitely check out Bal d'Afrique from Byredo. So this next fragrance that I will definitely be wearing in the summer is from Christian Louboutin, and this is Louis Rouge. Y'all, this fragrance is everything. It is like one of those fragrances that's very versatile because you can wear this during the day and you can wear this at nighttime. And this fragrance actually works well all throughout the year, but in the summertime, I feel like this is really gonna shine. So Louis Rouge has vanilla, cardamom, and iris in there, and honestly, you can smell all three of the notes. There's that vanilla note that really kind of makes it very sweet. Not overly sweet, but it does give it a hint of sweetness. And then that iris makes it just so nice and fresh and kind of floral. And the cardamom in there gives it a nice kick as well. But this fragrance is so good. It's very well balanced. I kind of think that there's like a little lipstick note in here. When you first spray it, it kind of smells a little bit like lipstick, but it doesn't last the entire life of the fragrance. But I absolutely love this fragrance. I'll definitely be wearing this quite a bit in the summer, but not too much because this is an expensive fragrance. But I'll probably be reaching for this one in the summer because it's just one of those fragrances that is so, so good. Now, I'll be honest, the projection on this one isn't beast mode. You'd kind of have to be up in someone's personal space to smell this one. I do get compliments, but it's only if somebody is like really up close to me, and I'm okay with that. All of my fragrances don't have to be beast mode or compliment getters, so I'm okay with that. But I just wanted to let you know, in case you are interested, this one is one of those fragrances. It's very light and it's more of a personal fragrance. So the next fragrance that I want to share with you all is from BDK, and this is Rouge Smoking. So typically when I think about summer fragrances, I think of florals. This one actually is not a floral. This is more of a gourmand fragrance, but it just smells so good. This is for the person that just likes to have fun, they're carefree, and they plan on having a hot girl summer, okay? One that's like a fun girl summer maybe. So Rouge Smoking has cherry, there's vanilla in here. There's also tonka bean. I believe there's musk in here as well. And there's a little bit of bergamot. But y'all, this fragrance is so, it's so delicious. If you like fragrances that make you smell like a snack, then I definitely recommend this one. It is just so sweet and delicious and yummy and just so fun. A lot of people say that this one smells like Dr. Pepper, or I think it's like a cherry cola. I don't really know because I don't really drink pop like that. But I just think that this fragrance is fun. It's sweet. It's very lighthearted. It's just for one of those people who doesn't really take life seriously. They're not serious all the time. They just like to have fun. That's what this fragrance reminds me of. I'll definitely be reaching for this one. I'll be quite honest though, the longevity on this fragrance isn't the greatest. It doesn't last that long. This typically only lasts me about 3 or 4 hours, which that's kind of disappointing. However, I just still love this fragrance so much and I just continue to reach for it. It's just one of those fragrances, again, it's just so fun and lighthearted. And I feel like you need some of those fragrances in your collection. So again, this one is from BDK and it is Rouge Smoking. So the next fragrance that I want to share with you all is from the House of Sillage, and this is their Wonder Woman 1984 perfume that they did in collaboration with the Wonder Woman movie. Ooh, I love this fragrance so much. Oh, it is just so good. It's very sweet, but it isn't overly sweet as well. I think this fragrance you can pull off during the daytime, but I would also wear this at night as well. So this one has raspberry in it. There's vanilla, musk, bergamot, and oh, this fragrance is so delicious. It's got this fruitiness to it. There's a sweetness to it. And it's such a great scent. Again, I think that you can wear this really anytime, during the daytime or at night. Now, this is limited edition, so I probably won't be wearing this too much in the summer. Probably for like a special occasion. Maybe if I was going to like a wedding or some kind of special event, I'll wear this, because once it's gone, and I'm really sad about that. But this is one of those fragrances where it's just so nice to have in your collection. It's something that I wish I could reach for all the time because it's such a delicious scent. So if you like fragrances that are fruity, a little warm, but very delicious smelling, I definitely recommend this one from the House of Sillage. So I'm sharing another fragrance from the House of Sillage, but this one is the complete opposite from the Wonder Woman one. So this is Passions de l'Amour, and ooh, when I think of passion, I think of this fragrance right here. So this is definitely a summertime fragrance, but this is nighttime, okay? I probably would be thrown off if somebody had this on during the daytime because it is very, very sensual, very seductive, very warm, and very sexy. Passions de l'Amour is all about the passion, okay? That's exactly what this is about. So this fragrance has raspberry, there's vanilla, there's bergamot, there's a little bit of patchouli in this fragrance, and my favorite note, there is oud in here, and the oud in this fragrance is so good, y'all. So good. I just gotta smell it. Y'all, this reminds me of being on a beach at nighttime, going on like a tropical beach, like date night, having dinner on the beach basically is what I'm trying to say. That's what this reminds me of. This fragrance is just so sexy. If you like sexy nighttime fragrances, I definitely recommend this one for you. It is beast mode. The longevity is crazy. This lasts all night. Now, I haven't tested this for more than probably like 6 to 8 hours because I only wear this at nighttime, but it's lasts the entire time that I wore it, and even the next day I can smell it. And it is so, so good. So again, if you like fragrances that are sexy, that are seductive, very alluring and captivating, and exude passion, you know what I mean, then definitely check out Passions de l'Amour from the House of Sillage. All right, y'all. So this next fragrance is called Sweet Diamond from Kayali. Ugh. I love this fragrance so much. So if you haven't checked out my review on this fragrance, I will link it for you all so you can check it out. This is a fairly new fragrance. This is actually Kayali's most recent launch, and I did a full in-depth review on this. So again, I'll link it for you all if you want to check it out. But y'all, I'm obsessed with this, okay? I think this might be my favorite fragrance that I've purchased in 2021. It is that girl, okay? Woo, it is that girl. It is so, so good. So this fragrance has pink pepper, which is the most prominent note. There's also bergamot. There's a little bit of lily in here, Bulgarian rose, May rose. There's vanilla, there's musk, and y'all, this fragrance is just divine. I also think that there's patchouli in here as well. But this is such a good fragrance. It's so sweet. It's sweet, it's spicy, there's a little bit of creaminess to it, and I'm in love, okay? Now, I typically would recommend this for the nighttime. I think that this is one of those fragrances that's very sexy, very alluring as well, but I don't know, for some reason, I've been just wearing this during the daytime as well. And like I always say, perfume is personal. You can wear perfume whenever you want. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been wearing perfume whenever I want. I've actually been wearing this one during the daytime, and it's just so delicious, okay? This screams sexy to me. This screams sexy but fun and feminine. So I always think of a person who's well-rounded when I think of this fragrance. They're kind of a boss, and they command attention, but in a certain setting, they still like to have fun and let their hair down. That's what I think about when I kind of smell this fragrance or whenever I wear this fragrance. It's just so, so good. It's delicious, but spicy. So if you're one of those people that you like sexy fragrances, but you also like something that's spicy and kind of feminine as well, definitely check out Sweet Diamond from Kayali. All right, so there is another fragrance from Kayali that I honestly just can't put down, and I don't want to put it down, and I love it, and I'm obsessed with it. This is Deja Vu White Flower from Kayali, and honestly, this fragrance screams summer, okay? This is so good. If you're a floral person, particularly a white floral person, I definitely think that this is one that you want to check out. I swear, Kayali did their thing on this fragrance. It is just so good. But this is just, it reminds me of luxury. This is a floral that's done right. It's not overly floral. It's not overpowering. The blends of the notes are just so good. So Deja Vu White Flower, there's jasmine in here, there's gardenia, there's a little bit of Tahitian vanilla, and a little bit of musk. I also believe that there's patchouli in this fragrance as well. And again, this is one of those florals that's just done right. And also, sorry, I did not mention that there's tuberose in here. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge tuberose fan, but this one is good. The tuberose isn't overpowering. I feel like there's just a nice balance between all of the different floral notes, and that hint of vanilla kind of rounds it out a little bit, so it's not like in your face kind of floral. But this fragrance is just so good. Honestly, you can wear this during the daytime. You can wear this at nighttime. This is one of those fragrances that you can also wear to work, and it's not going to be too cloying and over the top. But I just feel like Kayali did their thing with this fragrance. It just feels so luxurious, and it smells so rich whenever I wear it. I just love it, okay? I absolutely love it. And honestly, I think this might be my fragrance of the day. Yeah, it is. So we're just gonna spray this one all over ourselves because, ugh, this smells divine. I'm just in love. I don't even know how many times I can say that I'm in love with this fragrance, but I am. So if you want something that's floral, that still smells luxurious, this one commands attention as well. So if you want something that does that, definitely check out Deja Vu White Flower from Kayali. So this next fragrance is from Kilian, and this is Rolling in Love. And y'all, I'm in love. So this fragrance has tuberose, there's iris, there's a little bit of almond milk in here, and vanilla, and I also believe that there's jasmine in here. So this is one of those warm floral fragrances that's just so good and so well-rounded. I like to wear this one at nighttime. It's a little bit warmer than some of my other floral fragrances, but it's so good. I get a ton of compliments on this fragrance, and it's just one of those fragrances that I honestly will grab for quite a bit in the summer. So if you like Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, I kind of feel like this one is a little bit similar, but it's a little bit more floral. I'll be honest, I like this one a little bit more than Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, mainly because it's a little bit more mature, and to me this one has a little bit more depth to it. But I love this fragrance. I'll be wearing it quite a bit in the summer, and it is that girl. It is that girl. So this next fragrance needs no introduction. If you are not new around here, then you know that this fragrance is in every video. Okay, it's in just about every video. But this is Delena Exclusive from Perfumes de Marly. Now, some people may say that this is a winter and a fall fragrance, but I'm gonna be wearing it whenever I want, which currently is spring, and I'm gonna be wearing it in the spring and the summer. But anyway, Perfumes de Marly created Delena Exclusive, and y'all, I love this fragrance so much. It's sweet and it's floral and it's creamy and it is so good. So this fragrance has lychee, there's pear in here, there's a little bit of pink pepper, there's peony, musk, patchouli, vanilla, a little bit of incense and oud, and it is so good. This, again, is one of those fragrances that I just want to bathe in, okay? I just want to put it all over my body because it is just so, so good. I grab for this fragrance all the time, and I don't plan on stopping because it's just one of those fragrances that it's just a yummy, delicious scent. So delicious. I always say that this is for the well-rounded person, somebody that's pretty balanced out, you know. They work hard, but they like to play hard as well. And that's what I think of when I think of this fragrance. It's very balanced and very well-rounded. There's a little bit of sweetness, there's a little bit of floral, and then there's a little hint of creaminess. So definitely check this one out if you like florals, but you don't want something that's super overwhelmingly floral. You want something that's different as well and will get compliments. Delena Exclusive is that girl for you. All right, y'all. So the last and final fragrance that I want to share with you all that I will definitely be reaching for this summer is from Tom Ford, and this is Bitter Peach. Y'all, this fragrance, it's juicy. Okay, that's what this is. It is juicy. So in Bitter Peach, there's peach, of course. There's also blood orange. There is a little bit of sandalwood in here. There's a cognac note in here that's really, really good. There's also vanilla, lilac, and patchouli. And I love this fragrance. Now, I'll be honest though, and I've said this many times, I didn't love this fragrance when I first purchased it. I wasn't a fan of it. Something about it just wasn't working with me. But over time, I really started to love this fragrance, and it really started to grow on me. I think I really enjoyed the dry down of this fragrance. The opening is nice, but the dry down is really, really good to me. So in the opening, you get this blast of peach, but once it dries down, that cognac stands out to me as well as the vanilla. So it becomes like this boozy kind of peach and sweet fragrance. I always say this reminds me of a sweet peach tea slush from Sonic. and it's so good. Now, I'll be honest, if you're looking for a peach that's more of like a real peach, this one doesn't smell like this. It's more of a juicy artificial peach, but it's still really, really good. And it's a fragrance that I think it's one of those fragrances, honestly, that you either love it or you don't. You love it or you hate it. It's not one of those fragrances that everybody's going to enjoy, but I truly enjoy this. I am going to be reaching for this quite a bit in the summertime because this just screams summer to me. The packaging screams summer. The smell screams summer. Honestly, this is just a summer vibe. So I would recommend this for somebody who likes fragrances that are sweet, a little juicy, but also kind of has a little kick of booziness to it. I would definitely recommend Bitter Peach by Tom Ford. Alrighty, y'all, so those were all of the recommendations that I have for summer fragrances. Again, I tried not to include too many fragrances that I had already mentioned in the spring video, but I will be sure to link that video so you all can check that one out as well, because I'll definitely be reaching for those fragrances in the summer. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Comment down below though and let me know what fragrances you all plan on wearing in the summer, because again, I love knowing what y'all are wearing, and I'm also always on the hunt for new fragrances. But that's everything, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to follow me on social media. You can check me out on Instagram and on Twitter. My handle is @Ikea Alexis. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.